Right guys, time for another RLR beer shot. For this one we go to Alcobendas, Madrid, Spain, another beer from the wonderful Oso Brewing Company. This one is Old School, a West Coast double IPA at 8.5% ABV. This one has Simcoe, Cascade and Columbus added into it, and it's a really nice beer. In some ways very unique, but yeah, in some ways very old school. The beer pours this lovely kind of bright yellow golden straw sort of colour, leading more toward that kind of bready and biscuity side of the West Coast double IPA spectrum. The aroma on this one isn't overly pungent in honesty, but it's got a lovely little bit of sweetness to it. The little bit of green component is there, and it gives you some very nice fruitiness as well. But yeah, the backbone of this beer, fresh white bready bread crust, a little bit of wood, a little bit of cracker as you very often get. You've got a nice layer of quite sweet wholemeal brown bread in there, then a sweeter layer of white bready character above that as well, sort of toasty brown sugars, and then you've got that big oily circle in the middle of your palate there, which is kind of like, at its core, it's sweet caramel, then it's a more concentrated sweet biscuity character around that, and then maybe a more crisp biscuity note to this one. So yeah, your brown sugary notes in this beer are actually quite syrupy in a way, and really kind of biscuity leaning in all honesty. But as I say, I like how all of that pieces together. The back third of your palate, where you get the yeasty side of this one, it's like quite a sweet brown bready character at its core, then white bread around the edge, and then a more kind of bread crusty note. You do get a wee bit of dryness out of the malt base into the aftertaste, which maybe makes me think a little bit of carapils. I'd love to see the brew sheet of this one, but there is something very nostalgic about the yeasty and bready character in this one, which makes me think maybe USO 5 yeast or something like that. On the hoppy side of things, a little touch of earthiness in the back corners of the palate, wee tiny bit of pine resin, which comes out more into the aftertaste. You do get more bitterness out of this beer into the aftertaste. Then you've got that nice kind of spicy floral aromaticity from the Columbus in this one in the front corners of your palate, and then around the front curve of your tongue, the beer is just that little bit lighter and more grassy, I would say. So yeah, you've got that wee bit of zestiness in there. But the fruity side of this one, at the back of that front third of your palate, a little bit of grapefruit as you come further forward, lots of nice oily passion fruit, some apricot in the middle of that front third of your tongue, lots of kind of oily pear things. That'll be from the Cascade. Then yeah, as you move further forward, there's just that wee bit of lemony zestiness, which is mixing with the grassy esters. I'd say that's probably from the Columbus. But yeah, oily fruity character on this one is the thing that's quite unique about this beer. Mouthfeel wise, top end of mid-bodied, smooth carbonation, very, very clean mouthfeel in all honesty. And I would say, yeah, 50, maybe 60 IBUs, something like that out of this beer. Malt base, bit drier underneath, smoother in the middle, sweeter on top. And then yeah, you've got a lovely oily fruity character to this one. Really interesting beer. Old School West Coast double IPA, 8.5% ABV from Oso Brewing Company, Alcobendas, northern Madrid, Spain. Salud.